All right, Coach Haase, if you'll get us started with an opening statement.
Yeah, it's kind of going in and out, but the opening statement is I am extremely disappointed. Not because I am disappointed because we lost the game, but I thought we made plays, especially in the second half, that we're just not seeing our teammates, or we're not making those extra passes. And I need to make sure that I not only have a game plan, but it's my job as a coach to make sure we execute the game plan. I think our lack of depth today with Spencer out, with Bryce out, obviously Dejan's minutes, he was injured throughout the game as well, and then playing a lot of freshmen. But our depth throughout the year to this point has been generally a positive, but I think we did get a little bit fatigued and not having guys out there, in that depth. Guys are playing 5, 6, 7 minutes, might have been playing 15 to 20 minutes. And I think that led to some defensive breakdowns and with the lack of experience, some offensive breakdowns. But Colorado is a fantastic, fantastic team. They're experienced, they're old, they have depth, they're well coached. And I think they're going to have a heck of a year.
We'll now open it up for questions, beginning with Michael Roberson. And just a reminder, if you can please use the raise hand function in the participants tab. Go ahead, Michael.
All right, Coach, you mentioned fatigue. Did the altitude of Colorado have anything to do with it? Because I've never played in that type of environment. So is that a real thing?
Yeah, altitude's a real thing, both Utah and Colorado. It's one of many, many factors that go into the game, and it is real. I certainly didn't present that as an excuse to the team, and they haven't used it as an excuse, but it is real and didn't help us. I know that, but I think there were plenty of other things that led to the struggles.
Our next question will come from RJ Abadia. Go ahead, RJ.
Coach, you've talked a bunch of times about triple threat and, catching the ball square and making jump stops and stuff like that. How much of the offensive struggles were kind of occurring on a fundamental level as you watched the game today?
A lot, and I think that's been fairly consistent. I have emphasized that we've worked on it. I've talked a lot about our fundamentals. I really don't know that there's another program in the country that spends the time on the fundamentals of just triple threat and 1-2 step into your shot and coming to a 2-foot stop in the paint and making plays for others, but it hasn't stuck. And that's my job, is it needs to stick. And I'm going to go back to the drawing board and find ways for that to stick and make sure not only can we see the teammates, but then actually be able to make the plays to see the teammates. And, with recruiting and as we move forward too, it's going to be one of the things we continue to really focus on is fundamentally sound players. And we're going to develop it once everybody gets to the program as well. But that in my mind does need to get better, and it's on my shoulders.
And then defensively, it seems like teams have found a little success with the 3-point shot, kind of specifically working that weak side. Over helping, or is there anything specific standing out about what's going on with that?
Yeah, I mean, for starters, you don't have Bryce out there. You have a version of Dejan that maybe not be his full self right now, with injuries and so much time off. You don't have Spencer in the game, so you're starting out with 3 very, very good individual defenders, and so that's going to make it a little bit more challenging because they have the ability to cover space, whether it's on the basketball, so the weak side doesn't have to help as much, or if they are on the weak side, they can get there and then also close out to the 3-point shooters. So combination of things there. I like our plan. Our plan is worked, but if we don't have, Bryce and, limited Dejan and don't have Spencer, potentially I need to look into making adjustments. But 3-point defense has been an issue, and we'll continue to try and fix that. I know it's easy to fix, but you end up giving up something else. And so we need to be cautious about how we do it.
And then just the last thing for me, just a bright spot, just what you saw from Max out there today and kind of his growth as this season moves on.
I absolutely love Max. I love everything about him. He's going to continue to grow and develop, and his best days are ahead, and his best days, in my opinion, are going to be off the charts, absolutely off the charts. He's a worker, a willing learner, very, very talented. And what you've seen so far is a small piece of what he's going to do in the future. I really believe he's going to have a heck of a career.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Next question, we'll head back to Michael Roberson.
All right, Coach, this might not be the greatest time to ask you this, but Oscar's little brother had 5 points, and 3 of them were at the Haase, so an absolute momentum builder. Was there any attempt by you to join those two together, playing together as a siblings that Stanford has done a lot of?
Yeah, we knew about Oscar's brother, recruit him to a certain extent, but I'll leave it at that. But I think he is a good player right now, and I think he'll be a very good player as well. But certainly very, very tied into that situation.
Any other questions for head coach Jerod Haase? All right, thank you for your time, Coach Haase.
Thank you.